I will always find it funny how women always try to shame themselves in regard of wanting to charge for their most precious gift, which is the sensuality they want. Okay, because men originally know that what we carry needs to be compensated, needs to be offered an exchange, a higher value exchange. And that's why whenever a woman doesn't know her worth, they shame her even more. We can see here that Lynette and her husband, Tom, they're talking about this because their son actually wanted to have an exchange with somebody new in the community, and he essentially came to her and offered her some money for it, right? So they had a little conversation about it, that to son, and Lynette was like, okay, I'm proud of you, like, for saying that to your son, that you don't need to do that, you're going to be finding love, and everything's gonna happen naturally, da 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 da. And Tom actually turned around and said, no, I was just lying to him. We all know that a woman is supposed to be given a gift or given an offerance if we want to go further with her. Okay? And she was offended and stuff, like thinking that it was an insult for her. But it wasn't actually an insult, because the minute that they actually laid down in bed and he was trying to got her a gift for the anniversary and she didn't want the gift, she was like, oh, I don't want to do that because if this is the way that you see me, I don't want it. It was actually complimenting her, because the minute that she started saying, oh yeah, like I actually did that with you because I really liked you, and it was like, oh, so it was that easy? He said, so it was that easy? We all know how they call a woman that is easy. A woman that is capable of being in a relationship and giving herself away rapidly and without any sort of efforts, without any dates, without any gifts, without anything. They call her easy and then lose respect for her. You know what I'm saying? So in each ways here, in both ways, the woman is never truly respected, because the men know that an offerance needs to be given, and they actually do not mind giving out an offerance. They don't. It's just the fact that whenever the woman is in control and now she's saying, okay, I know who I am and this is what I need from you, that if you want to be around me, now they want to insult her of being a W. You know what I mean? Because she knows her worth. Because she came and say, hey, if you want to be with me, you got to give me this, you got to give me that, you got to do this, you got to do that. And the minute she's asking for those things, now she's a gold digger. Now she's this, now she's that. And now she only, you know what I mean? Like, she knows her worth and she knows that she has to be paid for it. She's a goddess. Even for the male God, and you go to church, you have to give an offerance. You don't go to church empty-handed, do you? You're not going to go to church empty-handed. You're going to have to, put a little coin somewhere, okay, in that basket, okay? So men originally know that. They originally know that, and that's why they shame the woman whenever she's able to truly understand who she is and ask for an exchange, ask for an offerance, because she knows that this is the most precious thing ever, and that for this, the patriarchy is capable of going to war just to be close to the vortex of creation, the womb. And the minute she doesn't know her worth, she is still being judged and she's still being called as a W, because now she's doing it for love and she's not asking anything in return. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where are we winning? Just know that the true nature of men is that men truly knows that. And now I'm not in any shape or form trying to glamorize anything. Essentially, there's degrees, to the situation, depending of your purpose at the moment, okay? Because I'm not here to judge any path when it comes to how you decide to essentially ask for an offense, okay? But there's different levels. There's a level of respect that the divine feminine understand, that the man has to work hard to prove himself to her so that she can even let him be close to her. This is the most precious thing. We have to make sure that we are able to truly honor it, and being able to be around the right people that deserve this shared energy, this beautiful energy. And the moment that we are able to truly understand our worth, then we'll be able to truly, take our power back and transmute everything and recreate, a better version of this world that we're living in here. Okay, right now, the patriarchy, because that's the whole goal of the patriarchy, to make us, forget about the true power that we have within. Okay. All right, that's all I have to say here when it comes to that. Let me know what you think about it, in regard of Desperate Housewives. I am going to be talking about other situation with Desperate Housewife. There's so many different archetypes and so many different examples here of the divine feminine, and how sexual shame is nothing but illusion, because we are all very much exploring ourselves and understanding how to truly stand in our truth and our power, and putting ourselves on a pedestal as we go along in our journey. And the way that we go along in that journey shouldn't be shamed, because at the end of the day, they will always shame a woman for her even knowing her worth. Okay, they will still shame her. So yeah.